Good morning. Welcome to the Stanislaus County Board of Supervisors meeting. It is 9:02. Please stand with me for the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by the invocation by Pastor Michael Douglas with Advancing Vibrant Communities. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Heavenly Father, we thank you for the freedom to gather today and gather together to chart the course for our community, for our county. Thank you for the men on this dais who represent us. Thank you for their sacrifice of time and talent and wisdom to serve us in the county. And thank you for the sacrifices of their families as well. And we ask you to bless their deliberations today. Give them wisdom for the future of our county. And Lord, we pray for safety for our neighborhoods and prosperity in our business community as well. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Pastor. Our CEO, Jody Hayes, does have a brief announcement before we proceed.
Yes, thank you very much, and good morning, everyone. I would like to announce that Supervisor Vito Chiesa is absent from today's board meeting. He is in Washington, D.C. on our behalf today, representing the San Joaquin Valley Regional Policy Council. Also want to bring to your attention that we are experiencing some issues with our screens that are in the chambers. Many of you are used to being able to see the screens and presentations up there. The ceiling TV monitors facing the audience are not working. However, the large screen at the back of the dais is working for audience viewing, and board members do have their view up here. So thank you.
All right. Thank you. Well, we will move on to presentations, which is Employee Service Awards, honoring several of our employees here today. We have our first presenter, which will be Kashmir Gill. So I will welcome Kashmir up. Kashmir, good morning.
Good morning. It is my great pleasure to present the 25-year Service Award to Rosio Gutierrez. Rosio has been in the Auditor Controller's Office in the Payroll Division for the last 13 years. She has a very important job to make sure that all of our employees are paid on time and accurately. She's the payroll manager with the responsibility to oversee the biweekly payroll processing for county-wide staff. Her team consists of 9 staff, which involves the complex, time-sensitive management of employee compensation in accordance with county and labor policies. As are many of the services of the Auditor Controller's Office, payroll duties are behind the scene. However, their indirect contributions play a significant role in the delivery of public services. Rosio is recognized for her artistic and creative skills. She's known for her approachability and warmth. She promotes uniformity, collaboration, accountability, and process improvements. She readily acknowledges responsibility. Challenges are looked at as opportunities to learn, grow, and improve, both professionally and at a personal level. The payroll team is a close group which is dedicated to producing timely and accurate payroll. Rosio is respected for her thorough and objective communication. County is fortunate to have employees such as Rosio who believe in the county's values and is personally invested in the success of the organization. I want to thank Rosio for her commitment and hard work and congratulate her on her 25 years of county service.
And Rosio, I'm just going to further echo Kashmir's sentiments today. Just thank you so much for your 25 years to this wonderful organization, and you have been a vital part of that. And we wish you another 25 years, hopefully, with the county. But thank you so much for your commitment and service. We greatly appreciate everything you've done. Oh, yes. I'm sorry. I'm always bad about that. I never think anybody wants to speak because I don't want to speak. So there you go.
Well, I don't either, but I was only 10 when I started, so I expect to be here for another 25. I do want to take this opportunity to thank, Stanislaus County. I'm so grateful for being part of this organization. I am so proud to be part of this organization and to represent Stanislaus County in any of the meetings that I'm involved with other counties. I do want to take this opportunity to thank my former and current colleagues, supervisors, managers. Thank you for sharing your knowledge. Thank you for your support. Thank you for contributing to my personal and professional growth. To my team, my payroll team, thank you. They are the stars. They work diligently to make sure that our county employees are paid every other week. Thank you. I'm so proud to be part of your team. And it truly, truly is an honor and a privilege to work with all of you. Thank you. And I have to give a shout out to my husband and my kids. Thank you for your support. I love you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, next up we will have Tony Barton. Tony, good morning.
Good morning, Chairman Condon. Good morning, members of the board, CEO Hayes, Mr. Bose. I'm honored today to present 25-year service award to Tracy Bluford. Tracy Bluford began her 25-year of service with Stanislaus County in the Health Services Agency as an administrative clerk 2. After 3 years with Public Health, she transferred to the Auditor Controller's Office for a 2-year stint, followed by return to the HSA for additional 12-year period, where she was promoted to an Administrative Clerk 3. In 2014, Tracy joined the State Management Office, which is a part of the Office of Public Guardian, the Division of Behavioral Health Services. In 2022, Tracy's position was reclassified from Administrative Clerk 3 to a Legal Clerk 3. And in her 9 year with the Office of Public Guardian, Tracy has been a valuable team member whose wealth of knowledge and experience has provided and been a great asset to her co-workers and the Estate Management Office. Tracy shows respect, kindness, and empathy to each client she encounters and takes great care to maintain client privacy and security. She is courteous, helpful, and professional in her dealings with the public, and her compassion and patience are evident when she interacts with conserved clients. Tracy is well liked by everyone at the Public Guardian's office and in our community, and her hard work and dedication to our department is greatly appreciated. Congratulations to Tracy on reaching 25 years of service with Stanislaus County. We are thankful for her service and commitment to BHRS and its clients. Congratulations.
Thank you.
No, Tracy, please, you're going to be speaking too. I'm not, if I have to speak, you're going to have to speak this morning.
Okay.
But we do want to thank you for your 25 years on behalf of the Board of Supervisors. Thank you so much for your dedication to this wonderful organization and to our Stanislaus County residents.
I wasn't going to say anything, but I'm just so surprised that I made it to 25 years. It's a lot of years. I feel like I grew up here and I learned a lot. And I really appreciate my team for sneaking over here and giving me support. I really appreciate it. They made me cry, you know. So I really appreciate that you guys came to support me. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Tracy. All right, next we have Christine Huber, who will be making the next presentation.
Good morning, Chairman Condon, board members, Mr. Hayes, and Mr. Bose. I'm here today with Bertha Gutierrez, who's celebrating 25 years with the county. She started her career at Community Services Agency in August of 1998 and was hired as a Spanish bilingual eligibility worker in CalFresh and Medi-Cal. in January 2022. I'm guessing that is not the right year because that was just last year. But she promoted to an employment coordinator too. And then in 2002, she was reclassified as a family service specialist. She was promoted to family service specialist and then in May of 2004. She's worked in different areas of StanWorks as a supervisor, intake, continuing, and welfare to work. She's worked in various community offices, including Houston, Patterson, Turlock, and our main office. She's exemplified a remarkable career journey within our organization, marked by a series of significant achievements and dedicated service. Beginning in March of 2002, when she was selected as a family service specialist for the pioneering Turlock Community Office, she has consistently demonstrated her commitment to our mission. From 2006 to 2007, she capably served as the intake supervisor at the Turlock office, ensuring that smooth functioning of operations. She took on the role of supervisor for both the Houston and Turlock community offices as well. Her impact extended beyond her immediate responsibilities as she actively participated in the CalWorks and Welfare to Work Tech Team Committee, ultimately assuming the position of chair, contributing significantly to technological advancements benefiting our programs. In May of 2012, Bertha joined the Customer Benefits Center at our main office. She played a pivotal role in overseeing the planning of the West Side Service Center in Patterson and was later reassigned as a supervisor for that location, underscoring her versatility and leadership capabilities. From 2019 through August of 2022, she served as our Community Housing Shelter Service Liaison, fostering collaboration and support within the community, which is a testament to her commitment in our community's welfare. Her commitment to safety is evident through her active participation in the Safety Committee at the Turlock Community Office. Additionally, she is a valued member of the Turlock Movers and Shakers Morale Committee, consistently enhancing team spirit and workplace morale and creating a positive and productive work environment. Her extensive contributions and diverse experiences make her an invaluable asset to our organization, and we anticipate her continued excellence into the future. Bertha has consistently exhibited unwavering dedication, reliability, adaptability, patience, and exemplary work ethic towards her tenure of service. Her profound reservoir of knowledge and expertise renders her an indispensable asset to both her peers and colleagues. Bertha consistently upholds an elevated standard of professionalism and unwavering integrity, thus serving as a beacon of positivity and inspiration for others. Her enduring enthusiasm for community service and unwavering commitment to fostering staff engagement further solidifies her standing as a true champion in our organization. I'm very honored to recognize her for 25 years with the county.
Bertha, congratulations. Again, thank you so much for your 25 years of service to Stanislaus County residents, this incredible organization, and just hats off to you for everything you've done. So thank you again.
Wow. I started with CSA kind of through a referral from a friend who's already retired, and she opened a door for me that I couldn't have imagined. Sorry, I'm getting emotional, but I will say, Community Service Agency, our managers, our supervisors, and our staff, we always move forward for the community and our families. It's challenging at times, but we always work together as a team to figure out a way to help. And I thank you for my 25 years of service. It's also helped my family, and I thank my parents and my husband and my kids for patience when we had challenging days, but we also reaped the rewards. Thank you.
Congratulations. All right, next we have Mary Ann Lily Tangowski. Mary Ann? Good morning.
Good morning. I am really pleased to be here this morning to introduce and celebrate Gloria Rios with you all. Celebrating Gloria's 25 years of service, all with the Health Services Agency. Gloria joined the county in 1996, working in a part-time status as an admin clerk too, but it didn't take too long, and Gloria became a full-time administrative clerk too in our managed care unit, a section of administration, where she was working on our contracting and credentialing processes. By summer of 1998, she was promoted to an administrative secretary in that division. In 2003, Gloria promoted to the staff services analyst position in the health coverage and quality services. We renamed by then that area based on the scope. Where Gloria was working as a liaison, did a liaison work with the contracted health plans, and back then it was more than just the Medi-Cal health plans, working on credentialing, and the work that she did was so very important, the timeliness and accuracy and completeness of her work, because it could make the difference on how quickly a provider, a physician, or a mid-level was able to see patients in our clinic. So it was really, her work was really important contribution to the community, and continues to be. In 2014, Gloria transitioned to the public health division, where she did some of the similar work, working on contracts and credentialing certifications and whatnot. Shortly, she transitioned into some work with our CAPE, our Community Assessment Planning and Evaluation Unit within public health, where, among other things, we work on the community health assessment that we report to you all, and the community health improvement plan, working with stakeholders in the community to prioritize the health activities for our community to improve the community's health. She also, a couple of years, did some work in vital records, some supervisory work, an important area in terms of birth and death records for our community. Gloria has provided impeccable service in coordinating and supporting our team's work within the Health Services Agency. She is, she's part of that sort of backbone of the agency, enabling. You're an enabler, a good enabler, a positive enabler, working with our EPI team and all the all staff and leadership of the agency. And we've been through ups and downs, leadership changes, many challenges, and Gloria has persevered. Gloria is one of the first people I met when I joined the county many years ago, and I can tell you, and I don't know if you know this, but it means a lot to me. Whenever, we don't work closely together, but when I would see Gloria over the years, I always would get this kind and kind of a reassuring smile that everything was okay, and that's always meant a lot to me, Gloria. Important member of our Health Services Agency and contributor to our community. So please join me in celebrating and thanking Gloria for her 25 years of service.
And 25 years more, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Well, thank you, Gloria. We really appreciate, on behalf of the County Board of Supervisors, for your 25 years of service to our county residents and for everything you've done within this wonderful agency. We greatly appreciate it.
Thank you. So I, like many other, didn't anticipate I was going to speak, but I'm always looking forward to an opportunity just to promote what we do at the agency. So one, thank you for this acknowledgement. Thank you for giving me a place where I can do what I feel I was created to do, which is serve and serve our community. I am excited to see how many more years I could work. And I think I'm excited because I believe in everything we do at the Health Services Agency. And it still gives me a place where I could come every day and love and learn more and grow. And I believe in what we do, and especially in public health. And I work with a great group of people. So awesome. I'm jazzed about seeing what the future holds for the agency and for our community. Wonderful. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, next we have Eric McLaughlin. Eric, good morning.
Good morning, Chairman Condit, members of the board, CEO Hayes, County Council Bose. So I'm here, a little bit short for me, I'm here to recognize Kurt Nichols. Kurt Nichols is a Technology Specialist 3 with ITC, 25 years of service to the county. Kirk was hired as a senior engineering tech with Public Works in 1998. So back then, county IT staff primarily would assemble PCs by hand. That doesn't happen anymore, or hopefully doesn't happen anymore. Most computers were running Windows 95, so way back then. One of the most notable achievements in Kirk's long career was the 1999 transition team moving to this building. So he helped move county offices from 1100 8th Street to 10th Street Place. As part of that, he moved all the public works servers and computers over one weekend. And of course, Kirk let me know that there were two public works technicians, but the other one resigned just before the move. So it was on Kirk, and Kirk got it all done by himself. So congratulations on that, Kirk. So Kirk has been reclassed twice in the county. In 2000, he was reclassed to an Application Specialist 3. And then just last year, Kirk was reclassed to a Technology Specialist 3. Jumping back to 2006, Kirk transferred to my department, which at that time was named SBT, is now ITC. And, appreciate all the work Kirk has done for that department since in the past 17 years. Currently, Kirk is a member of the ITC desktop team. In that role, he's the primary support for our Auditor Controller Office, General Services Agency, and Treasury Tax Collector. And Kirk is also the primary responsible for Microsoft's SCCM, which that's a system that's used to manage desktops and laptop devices, provide updates, things like that. Since 2021, and this is one area that I could really appreciate personally, Kirk has been assisting with the cybersecurity presentations for the new employee orientation. So for the past 3 years or so until very recently, I was doing that with Kirk, but I definitely appreciate all your assistance, and you get to meet a lot of new employees, helping teach them about security. So really appreciate that. So I guess to sum it up, it's impressive to think about all the changes that have happened in technology over the past 25 years. Kirk's been there to help keep it working, to support the desktop needs and throughout the county. And I really appreciate that, Kirk. And thank you for your 25 years of service to the county. Thank you.
Kurt, I just want to echo those words. IT, obviously, you're our unsung heroes. You're kind of the guys in the background, and obviously our departments and everything we do in our operations would not be able to function without you. So we greatly appreciate your 25 years of service and all your dedication to this wonderful organization.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. And thank you for all my, first off, the support of my family. My wife's here today, so I appreciate that. And I also want to appreciate all the county employees have helped over the last 25 years. It's been a pleasure to serve every one of you. And yes, I remember like 95% of your faces and names. And I really appreciate serving the county for many more years. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Thank you. I'm going to take a photo. Awesome. Congratulations. All right, next we have Don Gakel, and he will be honoring a 35 years of service employee. Mr. Gakel, good morning.
Good morning. Chair Condit, members of the board, CEO Hayes, County Council Bose. Put my glasses on here. It is my distinct pleasure to recognize and celebrate Mark Montgomery's 35 years of service to Stanislaus County as a member of the Assessor's Office. It's also been my pleasure to have been a colleague of Mark for all 35 of those years. Mark and I are the last two of a large group of appraisers and auditor appraisers who started in the office in the mid to late 1980s and who stayed to make a career of public service in the Assessor's Office. Mark traveled much further than most of us in order to arrive at the Assessor's Office. He was born in the Federal Republic of Germany, West Germany at the time, to a German mother and an American father who served in World War II. Fortunately for us, his parents moved to the Sacramento area where Mark grew up. Mark graduated from California State University, Sacramento, and then spent 2 years working as an auditor with the Internal Revenue Service. First in Oxnard, California, then in Modesto. Clearly, he's not the kind of guy you want to mess with, and was the perfect person to hire for assessing and auditing business property accounts for the assessor's office. And if you don't know what that is, we assess business property, agricultural property, boats, planes, all kinds of things. But that's what their division does. Mark began his career in the office on August 1st, 1998 as an auditor appraiser 2 due to his prior audit experience, and he quickly advanced to the auditor appraiser 3 level. A 35-year career can have twists and turns, and Mark survived a scare in 1993 when state budget was cascaded down to the county level, causing significant layoffs. And fortunately for us, seniority calculations saved him. And so he's here today. Mark did not look back, always sought out additional work both in and out of the office. In the mid-1990s, Mark served on the Waterford Elementary School District Board, and as I believe also in the Transition Board when the Waterford Unified School District was formed. Mark also volunteered to participate in Stanislaus County's first work-from-home trial back in 2002, I think it was. Yeah. Through no fault of Mark's, the initial trial program was ended. But the experience made Mark ready for COVID work-from-home protocols in 2020 and 2021. During his career, Mark also worked for several years as a part-time contract employee for the Tuolumne County Assessor Recorder, performing audits there. And along the way, Mark and his wife Sandy raised a family in Waterford, and the family is here with Mark today. Mark earned a promotion to Senior Auditor Appraiser in June of 2006, and his review that year included the statement, "Mark is highly respected for his knowledge and professionalism and is an invaluable asset to the business division. He works well with his peers, and as a new Senior Auditor Appraiser within the department, his supervisory skills will continue to grow." And they did. As a Senior Auditor Appraiser, Mark was the primary trainer for newly hired auditor appraisers and was always available to other staff for guidance in the division. Mark helped form much of the foundation of the business division as it exists today. Mark has continued to show his calm demeanor and leadership and interest in improving the efficiency of his division, and earned a promotion to Supervising Auditor Appraiser in December of 2020. Mark has worked closely with management and the Assessor's IT division to implement additional paperless tools for his division. And with the recent completion of an assessor scanning project of existing paper files, Mark oversees a division that nearly operates as paperless. Now, there are things that can change in 35 years. In fact, Mark and I both had hair back then. Mark's original driver authorization card had the phrase "use typewriter" on it. And we were apparently so unconcerned about security and identity theft that his original employee ID badge actually had his social security number on the face of it. We didn't have a single personal computer in the office, and cell phones weren't really a thing yet. Things have definitely changed over the years, but not Mark's commitment to service to Stanislaus County. I congratulate Mark and look forward to many years to go. Congratulations, Mark.
Mark, just congratulations on your 35 years. I'm sure you've seen a lot of changes and a lot of transformations within the organization, and through it all, you've been able to navigate and be successful. Therefore, our organization has been successful. So we thank you for your dedication, your many years of service, and also many more years to come.
Wow, what do you say after 35 years? It's been a wonderful journey. I'm trying not to get emotional here, but my family's there, my wife's crying, so. Been a great place to work. Dawn and I have had a wonderful friendship over the years. Shared a lot of good times, some bad times too, but anyway, just a wonderful management staff. Thank you to Dawn, Matt, Sarah, and everyone else in the office. I really appreciate it. Thanks again.
Of course, thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, next we have Reed Wagner, who will be honoring a 40-year of service employee.
Chairman of the Board, Condit, CEO Hayes, County Council Bowes, members of the board, I have with me Kathy Johnson, who's here today celebrating her 40 years of public service with Stanislaus County and the Public Defender's Office. Looking back on 40 years is something that's a little challenging for me because Kathy has actually worked at our office longer than I have been alive. She has dedicated my entire lifetime to our office. On August 19th, 1983, PeopleSoft says the 18th, but Kathy let me know that apparently we're giving her one extra day. She joined our office as a secretary. She advanced to a paralegal and has spent the rest of her time working in that classification. Kathy has spent the last 40 years being a warm, welcoming face to probably every new employee in our office. I still remember starting as an intern while I was still in law school and having Kathy come to my office, introduce herself, welcome me, and I still remember how warm that felt. In the days of handwritten motions by attorneys, Kathy was the person who would type them out on a typewriter. In today's world, she's electronically filing expungements, though she still has that typewriter. When I saw the new county values, I immediately thought of our paralegals and with them, Kathy Johnson. We believe that each person matters speaks directly to Kathy's job and what we do and believe in the Public Defender's Office. This is a woman who has dedicated a career to giving each person a fresh start and a second chance, because each person does matter. The public defender has 3 key measures of success. We have cases opened, cases closed, and cases expunged. For much of her 40 years, Kathy was the entirety of the workforce dedicating to cases expunged. Now she's an integral part of a team of paralegals and brings decades of experience to our Clean Slate program. So Kathy, thank you for your 40 years of service. The department thanks you, the county thanks you, and most importantly, all of your clients who have gotten a second chance at life, thank you. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Wonderful words. Well, Kathy, I don't even know how to sum up 40 years of service to one organization. I'm going to let you do that. But we just want to thank you on behalf of the Board of Supervisors for your 40 years of dedication to our Stanislaus County residents and playing such a vital part in people's lives and having a significant impact on their lives and giving them that second chance. So we thank you so much for everything you've done.
There is no words to say. Thank you for this achievement. It's been a pleasure working for the Public Defender's Office all these years, to be able to grow and move forward and help all our attorneys. They think that we're the backstab, but to make sure they're prepared for court is a pleasure and has been for 40 years. And we'll see where life takes me now. Still there. And it's not the same typewriter. That one broke.
It's a different typewriter?
That one broke. I convinced him to buy me another one. And it's amazing all these years that when I'm typing on it, somebody that's never heard of a typewriter wonders what the noise is. And I have to explain, that's a typewriter. But I'm looking forward to some more years and doing some more expungements and seeing how much service that we can give to our clients and to the public here in this county.
We appreciate it.
But thank you.
Thank you. Congratulations.
I got 220, doing it 230. Oh. Yeah, just saying, I got two, we're missing, we had one person not show up, but I think we're missing, but I got 220, and Tom's got 230. I'm terrible with numbers, so. We're somewhere close.
We don't have veto today, so
That's
someone's
right,
gotta do it.
that's right. But boy, just while you're sitting down there, what a great day. When we do these, we love these days. And it just you can just hear the sincerity in everybody's voice, all the employees that work here for us. So we just thank everybody so much for everything.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. 225, I think. There we go. 225 years. Well,
shouldn't ask the attorney.
Or the accountant, yeah.
We thank all of our employees for taking the time to show up today and support their colleagues for their many years of service. And thank you to all the recipients today. It is definitely an honor to recognize you. All right, now moving on to public comment. Public comment is a time for those in attendance to speak on items not related to the agenda. Please state your name for the record. Direct all comments towards the dais, and so that it's fair for every speaker, please keep your comments to the 5-minute time limit. I do have a couple comment cards. Our first comment card is from Mr. Donoso. Mr. Donoso, good morning. Thank you for being here with us.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. We're going to have a mini summit in regard to the housing. It's some kind of very confusing item, especially when you are saying they're going to fix the housing problems in this county. It's between joke and seriousness. Mr. Chairman and members of the board, one of the panels is going to be the Federal Reserve Board members going to be presented on the panel. And I heard that they're going to bring $300 million to the county for the whatever the county can use. But I know that Mr. Hayes going to support and give some kind of money to the Stanislaus Community Foundation and to do the so-called jobs growing. At the same time, the opportunity for regard to the Stanislaus opportunity in regard to the businesses. At the same time, the housing for the Stanislaus Equity Partnership. They're doing mini units in this county. So it's going to be a good recommendation. Plus, the county have over $10 million extra. It's going to help in the Turlock City Council have over $10 million. So it's going to be $320,000 million for this county. So it's going to be excellent panel. But the issue is, if the panel are going to discuss the bank land to reserve 5 to 10 years land for the developers, and we don't have inclusionary zoning policies and recommendations in this county, especially the county, and then we don't have the Community Reimbursement Act. They're supposed to billions of dollars. The Banco de America, the West Fargo, and Citibank receiving a lot of money from this county. I'm talking about billions. At the same time, not reversing nothing in this community. So it's going to be nice to see how this panel is going to resolve the problems of the housing and at the same time the homeless. And we are very confused to see how the panel is going to do it. I'm going to be outside. I'm not going to pay $50 for something that I know they have no solution right now, and for 10 to 20 years. So I hope everything is okay. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Our next speaker card is for Ana Maria Madrigal. Good morning.
Good morning, Chairman and board members. I appreciate you giving us the opportunity to speak here today. My name is Ana Maria Madrigal. This is my father, Miguel Madrigal, and I am here trying to resolve a situation that has been in the board and the county for months. I have reached out to several departments trying to resolve an issue. Our family, you don't know me, you don't know us, but we are farming, agriculture, family here in the county. For the last 40 years, I was born and raised here. My father has been here for the past 50 years. We provide over 200 jobs to the community year-round and another 500 during harvest time. We're here in this county. I went to college and came back to continue contributing to the county. And we have ran into an obstacle, something simple enough that we want to resolve. We have been reaching out to resolve again and cannot get a resolution. So that's why I'm here today. This situation has gone all the way to putting us in a situation where we have to hire an attorney to defend ourselves from the county. I really think that is unnecessary, has been unnecessary from day one, because we have tried to resolve this matter in many, many ways. We have paid fines. If there is any wrongdoing that we did, we have reached out to resolve it, and we cannot be heard or have been heard. And the reason I say that is because here we are months later, we have spent or continue spending money in attorney fees where we can be spending that money in our community and maybe hiring a couple more people. And we're having to spend it in attorney fees to defend ourselves from our own county, where we are members and citizens and we contribute to the county. My father is here today because he calls me every single day. Morning and afternoon, asking me, have we resolved this issue? And I feel helpless that I can't give him an answer that we have resolved it. It is now affecting his health, and I am here in front of you asking, please help me resolve this issue. There's two sides to every story. You will hear the side of your counsel, but I am here to let you know our side of the story. We want to resolve this matter. Whatever it takes, we want to resolve it, end it, and move on. ¿Quiere decir algo? Dígale que le ayuden, que no quiere problema. Dígale su nombre. ¿En español?
Ok, mi nombre es Miguel Madrigal y queremos que nos ayuden a arreglar este problema. Que nosotros aquí venimos a trabajar, no a causarles problemas a nadie. Así que si nos hacen el favor de ayudarnos a arreglar esto.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time and understanding. Sorry, my apologies.
No,
thank you all. You guys are doing amazing work, and I just saw all the congratulations to all the staff, and I'm happy to be part of the Stanislaus County.
Thank you for you and your father being here. We appreciate it. Our next speaker is Jose Ramirez.
Mr. Chairman, County Council, my name is Jose Ramirez. I'm here also on behalf of Anna Miriam, and actually Anna Miriam is my cousin and my uncle. The property in question is 4600 East Service Road. You know, we're all human. Sometimes folks make mistakes, and I'm talking on both sides of the aisle. I think that my family here has been open and transparent. I also believe that there's a the right way to resolve this issue, and I think there's a little bit more of an extension, a little far. They're going that the county is actually county council's Lori specifically is stretching a little farther out there than necessary. And one point in question is asking for a warrant on the interior of the home when the interior of the home is not even part of the issue. And so, yes, Anna Miriam and her dad hired an attorney, and we won't go into the details, but only to say that sometimes emotions, personal convictions, get into the mix here, and so we think that that is not necessary, that is wrong, and that they should just look at the facts, and that the family is trying to resolve this. And again, they've been open and transparent. So we appreciate you hearing us, and we hope we can get this resolved soon, because as you can tell, it is affecting the health of the family. So thank you for your time, and have a good day.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, that is all the public comment cards I have. So we will open it up to the members of the public who wish to comment. Are there any members of the public that wish to comment during public comment? Okay, seeing none, we will go ahead and close the public comment period. And we will move on to the consent calendar. We do have one item that has been requested to be commented on consent. That is item 5C4, and that is by Mr. Donoso. So we will go ahead and pull item 5C4 for comment, and we will ask any other board members if they wish to comment on any other consent calendar item. Okay, seeing none, we will ask the members of the public if they wish to comment on any other consent calendar item. Okay, seeing none, we will go ahead and bring it back to the board.
I'll make a motion to approve all consent items with the exception of C4.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion by Supervisor Withrow, a second by Supervisor Buck-Condit. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? All right, passes unanimously 5-0. All right, item C4, Mr. Donoso.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I think this item is very interesting and to see how it's going to finish, because Mr. Vito Chesa is supposed to be in that committee, and Mr. Chan Condit and Mr. Minnie Grobel supposed to be in that committee in regard to the cross-landing fiscal engaged fiscal responsibility. And the citizen supposed to be 5 members, and one of the citizens is on the representative committee, Mr. David White. There's a member already of the group of Mr. Hayes in regard to the cross-landing industry park money. So some kind of conflict of interest, really, but the county council still refused to accept the concept of the committees and authorities or commission to have conflict of interest. And at the same time, Mr. David White received under the opportunity Stanislaus $650,000 from the ARPA to be part of the cross-landing industry council. At the same time, the guys receiving more and more money from the economic development department of the government, over $1 million to do more development in that place. At the same time, it's very confusing because, again, he's continued to be in that committee. At the same time, it's in 2 or 3 committees, and are a lot of conflict of interest. But the county council and Mr. Hayes refused to bring that issue to the board and acting like nothing happened. So what we are doing is, in the next week, we're going to bring you to the request to the auditor and controller in regard how much conflict of interest these boards and committees have, and how much money from the federal money, especially the ARPA money and the workforce development. A lot of the members are in the same board, same members are in the same committee, and the Stanislaus committee foundation have board members in there, and then the 2030, the famous 2030, we have a few members, even Mr. Terry Withrow and Mr. Greenwell was a member of that committee, so it's some kind of continuation of the conflict of interest that we continue to see in this board, and still acting the county council like nothing happened. So I'm questioning in regard to the millions of dollars that are being expended in the Crow Landing Industrial Park, and at the same time promises over 4,000 jobs and zero housing. So I don't know, this summit, and I'm going to talk about that. And the continued comprehensive economic development refuse to bring the issue of housing. So at the same time, we have families that paying over 50% of his check every month only in rent, not talking about the utilities. So it's going to be close to 60% that family is paying. And the county still not mentioned that in the 2030 and the continuum of comprehensive economic development. So I don't know where is the summit going to discuss when the two biggest proponents of jobs creation and at the same time business creation refuse to understand that one of the economic factors in this county is housing. And Mr. Hayes refused to put that and not allow the county council to say, yeah, we're having problem, we have to do something about it. And then we have this summit, the 14th, and I don't know what they are going to speak. Maybe for the $300 million they're going to bring from the Federal Reserve Board, they're going to promise, plus the $10 million that we have money in the county, plus $10 million from the Turlock, is $320 million. So finally, we're going to see something into the Stanislaus Equity Partnership, going to do many units, only for one person maybe to live there. But I don't know what is the superstar program that we are facing. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Are there any other members of the public who wish to comment on this item? Okay, seeing none, we will close public comment and bring it back to the board for further comment or action.
Motion to approve consent item 5C4.
Second. Okay, we have a motion by Supervisor Buck Condit, a second by Supervisor Graywall. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? All right, passes unanimously 5-0. Oh, I'm sorry. I keep saying 5. Yes, 4-0. All right, moving on to public hearings. We have a public hearing today, a PowerPoint presentation by Anna San Nicolas, and it is the adoption of the Stanislaus Urban County Fiscal Year 2022-2023.
Good morning, Chairman Condit, members of the board. I'm Angela Freitas, the Planning Director. As Anna's setting up to give the slide presentation, and I just want to say a big thank you to the entire community development team that keeps this program running throughout the year. Anna's kind of the face of the team here, but there is a group of them upstairs, and I just wanted to say thank you.
Good morning, Chairman, board members, County Council Bose, and CEO Hayes. Today before you, you have the Consolidated Annual Performance and Evaluation Report for the Urban County. And this covers fiscal year 22-23. So for the past, I think we've hit over 20 years, we've been a HUD entitlement jurisdiction. We are the lead entity for the Stanislaus Urban County, which is comprised of 7 of the 9 cities, with the city of Riverbank joining us in 2020. So part of the HUD entitlement requirements is a CAPER. It is one of the components of the consolidated plan, CON plan as we call it. It's a 5-year plan with goals and objectives for our HUD entitlement funding, community development block grant funds, and emergency solutions grants. It includes a 5-year analysis of fair housing. Every year we do an annual action plan to show the public how you will be investing the funding for these programs. And the CAPER is our progress report. So for fiscal year 22-23 that just ended, we received $2.3 million in CDBG funds, which we work with infrastructure and public services, and emergency solutions grants, $207,577. We also are reporting on CDBG CARES funding, CV1 round and CV3, round 3. Emergency solutions grants, ESG CV1 and CV2. We will also be reporting in this progress report. Now, the CDBG program is shared amongst the 7 cities. They also have us as the lead entity do NOFA and selection or notice of funding availability and grant processes for the CARES funding and the ESG CARES funding. So in 22-23, we divvied up by formula allocation by population and households. Each city gets their own activity allotment for that year. If they don't use it, it moves on to next year for their multi-phased infrastructure projects or the projects that they select for CDBG. Each city also receives an allotment of administration funds that they can use for working with the program and any pre-development type of work. County receives also an allotment for activities and admin. You can see we take a larger share, but that's for the day-to-day monitoring and operations of overseeing all the projects for the cities and as well as our own. Fair housing, we separate $25,000 yearly for public services to help with fair housing and tenant landlord mitigation. ESG, we get about $15,000 in admin, leaving the remainder for ESG public services for shelter and homeless prevention and rapid rehousing, rental assistance. So CDBG, that program is directed to benefit low and moderate income individuals, households, prevent, eliminate slum and blight conditions, or meet an urgent community development need. For example, in the past, the COVID pandemic, trying to help with the response. Now, the CDBG CV CARES funding, it has the same eligible activities that it can be used for, with the caveat that it also is for preventing, preparing, and responding to COVID-19. So for 22-23, the projects for the urban county was West Modesto. For Stanislaus County, we finished phase 2. Already for Spencer Marshall, 2 out of the 4. We're working with the State Water Board on completing the process to try and get some funding in for connections. And then we're also working on Rouse, Colorado, and Beverly Waverly for design and engineering, and working with Public Works on moving applications forward with the State Water Board. City of Ceres worked on completing phase 2 of Morrill Village, ADA and infrastructure improvement. City of Houston and City of Patterson are working on completing their project environmental and planning, while Waterford and Oakdale are completing phases of their current projects. Oakdale with Wood Basin, flood improvements, storm drain improvements, and Waterford, their Pecan, Dorsey, and Western infrastructure project, while Riverbank is working on improvements to their Castleberg and trail improvements project area. Now for 22-23, we were able to fund 10 public services, $237,025 of your CDBG allocation was separated for that purpose. The target population for benefiting is 80% area median income or below. A total of 2,875 individuals were served, and this is an unduplicated count. 688 were over the age of 62, 110 homeless specifically for these programs, and 268 were female head of households. And these are the main categories that HUD has us report on too. For CDBG CARES, we put out $2.7 million. 12 programs were funded. And in the next slide, you'll see 6 programs. Cambridge Academies, their Enterprise Connection program, working with low-income individuals and also homeless to get them back out into the workforce. Center for Human Services, utility assistance, emergency food assistance, and rental assistance. Children's Crisis Center, support for families in need, and then Family Promise, rent utility assistance. Salvation Army, working with the neighborhood to help with their emergency food needs, Feed the Need program, and employee hazard pay for USF to help with their work out with their daily food trucks. CDBG CB3, still a lot of these programs were funded with ESG, and they may have purposely, strategically, not used all their money yet, with ESG dwindling or being completed this month. They have 2 more years to expend these funds. So Cambridge Academies has Host House operations, Naomi's House for their other shelter operation support, Center for Human Services, utility assistance and rental assistance, and CHSS, rental assistance. Also, Havens Women's Center, support for their emergency shelter program, and the Salvation Army, support again for their Feed the Need program for the neighborhood. Now, the Emergency Solutions Grants Program is to help homeless individuals and families living on the street, helps rapidly rehouse them, and also helps the operations and support for emergency shelters and prevent individuals from falling into homelessness. ESG Cares is the same eligible activities, with again the purpose to help with COVID-19. Now for 22-23, the regular ESG program was able to fund 3 service programs. 572 individuals were assisted, 275 with disabilities, 41 seniors, and 62 female head of households. For the CARES program, we have 3 programs funded and 1 shelter renovation project. The United Samaritans Foundation will have 20 additional beds. The project is expected to be completed by the end of this month, and also will serve as a overflow shelter and renovation of their dining room hall. So hope to bring that to you at the next CAPER. Next slide. Now the progress made on our 5-year plan shows that, well, for the beginning, this year we did really good. The only 2 areas where we didn't meet or exceed was our infrastructure and also our affordable housing. No funding was really allocated for affordable housing by CDBG or ESG funding. It was just dedicated through home, so we had nothing to report there. For infrastructure, we have several projects underway, and we hope to meet or exceed that mark next year, as well as for our 5-year mark for our CON plan. If you see for our community emergency response goal for our year 3, we've again met or exceeded most of our goals. For the 5-year completion, we are again halfway there, but again in compliance and only year 3 of our 5-year plan. Now our public comment period for the CAPER, it was posted on the 24th of August and closed for a 15-day required comment period on September 8th. It was posted on the COC Continuum of Care email listserv on 8/24, emailed out to our listserv on 8/24 as well, posted on our website, and our urban county member cities are having their city councils work with their CAPER for feedback on September, and our Continuum of Care meeting is September 21st. Now, we did have 2 Zoom meetings for the public, August 28th, 1 in the morning, 1 in the evening, and then 2 in-person meetings on August 30th, also 1 in the morning, 1 in the evening. No comments have been received. Now, staff recommendation today is at this public hearing that we're conducting, approval of the 22-23 CAPER, authorization to incorporate comments received, to submit to HUD, and to make any edits as directed by HUD. And any questions?
Okay. Do any board members have any questions or comments? Okay. Seeing none, we'll open up to the public. Do any members of the public wish to comment on this item? Okay, seeing none, we'll close public comment. We'll wait for Supervisor Graywall to return, and then we'll proceed. You're the deciding vote, Manny, so we had to wait for you. All right, we closed public comment, brought it back to the board for any further comment or action.
Motion to approve?
Second.
Okay, we have a motion by Supervisor Graywall, second by Supervisor Buck Condit. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? All right, passes unanimously 4-0.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your
Thank you, guys.
presentation. All right, correspondence.
This board has received the correspondence and claims as noted on the agenda.
Acknowledge receipt of claims and refer as recommended on the agenda. Board of Supervisor reports. Do any Board of Supervisors have anything to report?
Just yesterday, had the opportunity to go to Modesto Fire Station 1 in remembrance of 9/11. Hard to believe it's been 22 years, but I know everybody here in the audience on the dais. I was actually talking to my kids. It's going to be a moment that we all remember for the rest of our lives, where we were, what we were doing that day. And so as the years go on, we'll never forget that horrific day on 9/11.
Thank you, Supervisor Graywall. All right, Legislative Fiscal Management Report, CEO Hayes.
Yeah, just a quick report to acknowledge there are only a few days left in the 2023 legislative session in Sacramento. The county has continued to advocate in support of or against those same bills that we've mentioned in prior sessions as well. So we're still at it for any of those bills that are still in play.
Awesome. Okay, and we do have closed session today?
Yes, we have closed session. We have a conference with legal counsel, existing litigation pursuant to Government Code Section 54956.9, Subdivision D1. We have one case to consider, People of the State of California versus Yosela Madrigal and Anna Maria Madrigal. That's in the Stanislaus Superior Court, and the case number is CV 22004600. Appropriate for public comment.
All right, any members of the public wish to comment? Okay, seeing none, we want to thank Deputy Gingrich for looking over us here today, and we will go ahead and adjourn this meeting at 10:09.